Good morning. We're out this morning to put some new tile on a fireplace. And my name's Gordon, and this is my partner, Emma.
Hello.
Emma, you want to tell them about the fireplace and what we're doing?
Sure. So with the fireplace, we're going to be putting stuff over that tile stuff, as you can think, and because it doesn't go very well with it. What else are we doing? Is that all we're doing? Okay. So that's all we're doing, really.
Okay. This fireplace was put in 1986, and this tile's been on this whole time. And the rest of this house, the homeowner has remodeled and updated everything. And so it's time to update this. But she doesn't want a lot of dust in the house and dirt. So instead of taking the tile off, which is the normal way to do it, we're going to try putting tile on tile. And this is kind of a different concept. And if it works, hopefully you can learn something from it in case you want to try it. If it doesn't work, too bad, I guess. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, and it's probably the most important, is clean the tile. You got to have everything off of it, and you got to get any sheen off the surface you can. And they have a product at paint stores you can get called triphosphate, or you can buy cleaners in the tile section, but we usually just use vinegar water. So we've got a bucket of vinegar water, we got a couple of towels, and we're going to clean this off. Let me have one and hand me one for you, and we will get started here. Okay. The brand of vinegar doesn't matter. Go someplace and get a big jug for the cheapest price you can. It's all about the same. And you don't want to get this all over everything else, but you do want to get a good scrub on the tile. You can shut it off until we get to the next thing. We're back. We've got this all scrubbed up, used vinegar water, made sure everything was off of it, and it's drying right now. Now the next step is to tape it off, because you don't want to get any of the chemicals or the mortar or anything on your wood up here or down on this nice black on here. So we're going to take painter's tape. This stuff it's cheap. You can buy it anywhere in big box stores. And we're going to take this off. Now, after we finish this, we'll come back and put a primer on. And Emma will hold the bucket up so you can see it. This stuff is really expensive, but I wouldn't try. It's called Maypie Firm Grip, and I wouldn't even think of putting tile on over something without using it. You can see it. We got it at Home Depot. No, we got it at Lowe's, and the price is $43 for a gallon. Okay, let's tape. Let's put a couple pieces of tape on first. Okay, now I'm going to come along this side over here. I don't know if you can see that on the camera or not. And kind of protect this a little bit. Okay, like that. And that'll protect it while we have mortar and stuff there. Shut it off. Hey, we're back, and we've got it all taped out, as you can see. Look at the blue tape here. Miss Emma did a good job, and she kept me doing a good job. The next thing is put the primer on, and except you don't want to get the primer on anything else, because it's going to, deface it. All you really have to do is get it on the surface to give the mortar something to stick to. So it's a pretty straight up process. You just get some of it. It looks like dirty water. And you just put it on like this. And you especially get the cracks. and we just go ahead and fill it in. Okay, we got all the gripper there, our primer, and so now, while that continues to dry, we're looking at the sheets to put on, and you just have to do them one at a time and figure out how you want them. And she won't come into the camera, but the homeowner's here, and she's telling us how she wants them orientated, and we're going to cut them before we ever start putting them up. And so you can see I've got pieces here where I've been cutting and getting them together. There's a web on the back, but it cuts very easily with a knife, and the extra pieces we may be able to use in corners and things. So I got one down there cut to fit. The one in the middle here I just cut, and so we're going to be good to go here in just a second, but we wanted to make sure we had them all cut. Okay.
Because it was the box.
You
The box.
want to go ahead and cut the camera.
Okay. So we might put on 2 coats of primer. We don't know yet.
Okay, well, we've cut some tile, as you can see around here, or cut out to get it to the right size, the segments on the web. And so now we're going to try putting a few of them on and just see how they work. We bought this Omni Grip here, and it's for heavy tile, which this stone is very heavy. And it's also fast drying, and so we're hoping it'll hold pretty quickly, and we want to feel for how it does hold. So I'm going to try a little bit here and see what happens. Now, you can see there's little places in the mortar. This is real common when you're putting on tile. You want to leave those places like they are, and depending on the weight of the tile, which one of these tools you use. Now this one's the one they recommended for this particular mortar, and it's a 3/16 is what they call it, but that refers to the size of the teeth. And so there's not a lot of excess mortar there, but hopefully there's enough to hold it in place, and we can go from there. Okay, now comes the trial. Okay, I'm going to set this back, set the lid on, because I may be playing with this for a while, and let's see if we can get this on there. Okay, Miss Emma, is that pretty well lined up right there at the end?
Yes.
Okay, did you see the napkins we had?
Here's a napkin.
I'm going to wipe this edge off because I can't see it. Okay, we got it on there. We're going to put this one on. And then we're going to put on this one. And then let's get a little more over here. And I see the homeowner watching, so we may have some suggestions here. Suggestions, homeowner?
Would the homeowner want to show herself?
Okay. How does that look, Miss Emma?
It looks great.
Okay, well it better or we'll get fired. I'm gonna take a look down here and see what we have. It's not quite a full piece. We can go up like that. Hand me some of the pieces from down there, would you please?
Here you go.
Thank you, sweetie.
Uh-huh.
Good morning. You see Miss Emma here in all of her work clothes and glory doing one of the really difficult jobs, and that's what comes at the end, and she'll show you where the pieces are going in a minute. But she's cutting small pieces to fill in. Show them how you cut, Emma.
So you'll just cut like down like that. Down.
Show them what you don't cut.
Like your fingers.
Yeah, like your fingers. Okay. Thank you, Miss Emma.
Yeah, see you guys in a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got the fireplace done and we'll show you the finishing touches or final thing. So we got it all to the top. And if you remember from earlier, we ran to the prova. So I don't know if you can see, but we added these small little parts of the tile. And if you guys remember the first part of it where it had that orangish kind of colored tile and turned to the stone part. Hopefully your guys' fireplaces turned out to look like this too. Bye. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn those post notifications. So for this final clip of the video, we're going to be interviewing with the homeowner. Okay, how did you like the turnout of the fireplace?
I think it looks really professional, and was really impressed with the products, how well they adhered the second layer of stone to the first. So I think when the grouting and just the finishing touches are done on that, it's just going to be such a real improvement. And it took so little time, and more effort, but I love the way it turned out, and it just, I'm pleased with the product.
And keep in mind, guys, this took about not even like 2 days, probably like a day and like 3 hours or 4 hours. So it doesn't take very long. And yeah, any other things you would like to say?
No, I really am pleased with the product, so I would recommend anybody who wants to try covering tile with a second layer. It does work. We were concerned about that, but it really looks nice and it's held well.
Yeah. And because we didn't take off the tile and do really any destruction, it only took us a day because we didn't have to take off the tile and make sure there wasn't anything mysterious underneath there that would have hurt the stone or anything like that when we were putting it on. So yeah, bye! Oh my god.